Okay, we're at Thompson Creek Campground this morning, and we're going to try make it up to Thompson Creek Falls. We're at the start of the trailhead. Me and Kathy and Paco leading the way. We'll see, we're moving light today, flight packs, and see if we can make better time. My patented spin-a-rooney. Thompson Creek Falls. Lots of little waterfalls. And there's Kathy and Paco heading up to Thompson Creek Falls. Somewhere around, there's a pass around the falls too, where you can continue up to Mount Climb. And there we are, back North Saskatchewan River Valley. I'm not sure what's over the ridge. I'm guessing a waterfall, but I like to let Kathy get the first look. Romance, eh? Come on, Paco, let's go have a look. That's power. Were you hot from hiking mid-July day? Not anymore. Just a cool breeze and the mist hitting you. Try a little more filming on the way out this time, so you don't have to listen to me breathe. This, they say it was a prescribed burn here in 2009. Come on, Paco, we're going down. So it's growing back in quite nicely. It's like this section is a jungle. The trail's not so good going up to the last stretch up to the falls. The rest of the trail in was great. Come on, good boy. Neat little rock formation on the way up to the falls. It's a cool little... Come on, Paco, let's go check this out. Oh yeah. Right before you get to the falls, it's kind of small, spruce, dense bush section, but the trail is well defined. Little section of willows and a stream crossing. You can see Paco's a pro. Not much of a stream. Sometimes you're better off just going for the wet boot than the slippery rock. But yeah, you almost got to duck down stuff unless you're Paco the dog. He's streamlined. You may have left a little fire pit behind. Here we are. We're on our way out, but this will be about the 4-kilometer mark coming in from the highway. You hit this big gravel wash, and it's always some friendly hiker left a nookshook behind to mark the trail, and maybe the Alberta Parks have been in and put these little green arrows on trees, mark your route. Let's see. I can see the path leaving. Yeah, just a little gravel wash. Back down to the creek. Come, Paco. Get. Good boy. There's the nookshook on the way out. Back on the trail. Stopping for a drink of water on the way down. Yum. No matter how far you go, back in the bush sometimes. There's always some prick that's got to leave garbage behind. Don't worry. That's worth 10 cents. I'll be taking that home with me. For the most part, the trail follows the creek all the way out. And hats off to Parks Canada or whoever, but there wasn't one piece of deadfall that hadn't been cleared on the trail. So usually it's only the more popular ones that they bother working on. So maybe this is one of them. There was only one other couple on the trail today, so it's not too busy. Dropping down a little lower now, you can see the creek rushing ahead of us. These washouts are always a little tough, the side slope, and can really mess with your balance sometimes. A couple kilometers in, there's two mountain creeks that join each other. We're down at lower elevation now, just still following the Thompson Creek, and the trail just weaves and turns and follows the creek. Easy to follow. We got one more, there's a creek crossing up here. I'll film just so you get a look at it. But yeah, you know, the potential for lots of deadfall, but somebody's been back in here this season with a chainsaw and cleared it all out. You can move right along. Sometimes you gotta weave and bob depending on where Paco decides to go. Nice little arrows marking the trail. All the firewood you could ever possibly use. This has been dead standing for 10 years, I guess. It'd be nice and dry. Paco's going to show you how to do this nice little crossing here that somebody's laid a couple logs down for us, which is sweet. All right. Nice work, buddy. Success. Okay, this will be the Thompson Gorge. It's a shorter hike on the trail you can come into. It's a small waterfall and a pool. And then we got a little bit tougher crossing to do. A little higher, a little wider. Still nice that somebody's left the logs, and see if Paco freaks out or... Come here, buddy. Okay, Paco's getting a ride. You're muddy. This one's a little bouncy, eh, buddy? There. Okay, let's go look at this gorge from the other side. Another arrow left behind for the parks people. There's the gorge. Here's Kathy just did 100 miles an hour across the bridge. Here we are, we're just about back at the trailhead, but you get the idea with this controlled burn. I don't know, it sure is pretty. The flowers, the new growth opens up the view, but this would have been some dense spruce forest, and I don't know, like what the, I guess if it's been 10 years and these trees are still standing, do they ever get used, or do they just rot eventually? I don't know. Is it a waste, or a waste of lumber, or I don't know much about it. All right, we're ending the hike. I guess yeah, forest fires, eh? Natural part of things. They just decided to set this one. So we're just about back at the bridge on the highway, which is the trailhead. Black bears. Yesterday we seen one here when we were in the car, and then a little bit further to the east there was a mother and 2 cubs, but lots of bears in the area. None of them showed up today on the trail. That's Thompson Creek Falls, and we're maybe 9 kilometers round trip. Took us 4 hours, but yeah, ended up being a beautiful day. See if I'll get a shot to the bridge here. Okay, here we're coming up with on the bridge along the highway. Thompson Creek Campground is right on the other side of there, and luckily today we camped there the last 2 nights, so we got cold beer waiting for us, so that makes this even better. Here we're on this is the most dangerous part of the hike. We gotta cross the highway in mid-July. Okay, Paco. There, we made it. Across the highway. And then we just stroll right into the campground. Should have went under the freaking highway.